Y'all ready for episode 5? Hey, we got a good show for you guys today. Great show. I feel like we're hitting our stride. Today, Kamal explains why a man should stop calling their little girls princess. Ooh, I know some people gonna be mad about that. And he gives his top 3 worst princess role models for your little girl. So you got to hear this. I celebrate the arrest of Gloria Govan. She is of Basketball Wives fame and is former Lakers defensive bad boy Matt Barnes' ex-wife. Not to applaud anybody's troubles, but if you have not heard what she reportedly did, please stay tuned because it is time that a woman had to pay for playing games with the kids. Our hated man of the week is Louis CK, which is such a controversial subject. It's dangerous to even talk about unless you're going with the crowd, but I will explain why I had to get more information about the case before opening my big fat mouth. And a Dear Erby writer needs help because he is strung out on the wrong woman. We all been there, right? Right? All right, let's get it. This is the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I am Kyle.
I'm Kamal.
The MRA, by the way, stands for Male Rights Activists. And you know, there are those men's rights groups that people like to shit on. I personally, I don't like them either. Some of them.
The men's rights groups?
Some of them go a little bit too far. Some of them are like, they're the equivalent of White Lives Matter people.
Too far.
Yeah.
Going to the other side.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to be that. So for the people who have not been listening since the beginning, don't know what male rights activist is. It is a bit tongue in cheek, but at the same time, I believe the men don't always get their side of the story because the pendulum has swung so far. Because when we had a power, we didn't do so well with it.
No.
And so, but now the pendulum has swung so far that a lot of guys are henpecked. They can't say how they really feel because they don't want to get shunned by society.
Society's on the shunning spree right now.
So we are, here at the MRA podcast, we just give the guys side of the story. We're also helping out relationships one listener at a time. But right now, I want to talk about this article I read. It was by, what's her name? Angie Ellerin. And it said, why the Disney princesses are good role models. And of course, when I read that, I got upset. And the first person I called was Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, my partner in crime. I was like, dog, you got to read this article where she says the Disney princesses are good role models, because I did not agree.
I do not agree at all.
At all, 100%. And so we said, okay, well, you know, let's take a look at this and unpack this, because I know, Kamal, you have a strong point of view about the Disney princesses, and why don't you share some of that with our listeners?
Well, it's big business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go to the Disney store, they have like the outfits.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, the little girls can dress as their favorite Disney princess.
Yes.
And I think each Disney princess is a bad role model.
Really?
It's the whole thing. Yeah,
all of them.
For little girls. Every single last one of them.
That's so controversial.
Now, first of all, it gives them a false sense of reality.
Okay. Delusion?
Right?
It makes them delusional?
Delusional. Extremely delusional. Like, you know, this is the way your life is going to be.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But they don't realize, like, 8 people wrote this screenplay.
8 of the top writers in Hollywood.
Yeah.
These people are good.
Yeah, millions and millions of dollars.
Yes.
And they had a Disney magic and animation and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your life is not going to have that.
Mm-mm.
First of all, you're not going to be a princess.
No.
Right?
It's not happening.
Yeah, you're not going to be a princess, especially, you know, if your father works for FedEx and stuff like that. That's not going to happen. So, fellas, stop calling your little girl princess.
Please. Please. Do not ever. I know we want to call, hey, that's my princess. Stop it. You are ruining it for her future husband, mate, or whatever.
Yeah.
Do not do that because you realize a princess does not work, right?
Right.
You realize a princess is just being served.
Right. And she comes from royalty.
Thank you.
You work in an office building. You have a boss. You know? So right off the bat, false sense of reality.
Okay. What about Meghan Markle? She's a princess.
Yeah, I think in Meghan Markle, I think that was bad for American girls.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so I got to hear this. Okay. But you were already on a point. I interrupted you. You said, fellas, stop calling your daughters a princess. Keep going.
Well, you know, It teaches them that they should be put on a pedestal.
Yes.
That they're special and they should be treated differently because why? Because you love your little girl?
Yes.
So society should treat your little girl differently. And your little girl goes out into the real world and she thinks I'm supposed to be treated a certain way because daddy called me a princess.
But wait a minute. Don't you want your little girl to be treated like she's special?
No. Not at all.
Wait, how do you want to treat it?
Like everybody else.
Okay.
And honestly, I think, this is a merit-based society. Now, if she cures herpes, yes, she should be treated special.
Love that.
If she does something special, if she wins like 18 Grand Slams like Serena, yes, she should be treated special.
Mm-hmm.
But because she
woke up this morning.
Yeah, woke up this morning. No.
I love that.
Do something special, you get treated special.
Nice.
Mother Teresa gets treated special. Not now because she's dead, but
yeah.
she was supposed to get treated a certain way.
Oprah's special.
Right. Oprah is special. Oprah, of course, is not supposed to wait in line when she goes to the club.
No.
She's supposed to walk straight in.
Why is Oprah at the club?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But Oprah, if anybody's walking to the front of the line, it's Oprah.
Yes. Not your daughter.
No.
If your daughter sells records like Beyonce, she is special.
Beyonce is special.
Yes.
She's walking to the front.
Your daughter is not special.
Because you have a 3.2 grade point average, and daddy loves her a lot. No, she's waiting in line just like everybody else.
I love that.
So, yeah, that's off the bat.
Okay.
That's the Disney princesses.
Uh-huh.
And they all suck, but I would say 3 are just like the worst.
Wow. So do you have the 3?
I have a top 3.
Okay, here we go.
Horrible
drum roll, please.
Honorable mention, Snow White.
All right.
She didn't crack the top 3, but she's really bad. She's ungrateful.
Okay.
She's ungrateful.
Yeah.
Now, Snow White, she's winning a little bit because she's already a princess.
Yes. She's
right?
a real princess.
She's a real princess. So she grew up a certain way. Right? She, they were worshiping her since the day she was born. That's the life she lives. That's what she knows. That's what she's become accustomed to.
Okay.
But majority of the story, Snow White ass was homeless. She was homeless.
I do not remember that part.
Oh, yeah.
Snow White was homeless.
Oh, the Queen kicked her out. Queen kicked her ass out. You know what I'm saying? Was gonna kill her.
Yeah.
So she's homeless, and she finds these 7 dudes.
Yeah.
And they take her in out of the kindness of their hearts.
Yes.
They go to work every day in a coal mine. Them dudes working. Coal mine. Yeah.
It's Pennsylvania work.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they're not like, just these big dudes. They little dudes.
Yeah.
Midgets. Seven midgets. And so, and when she dies, here's the thing about it. They don't make that much money at coal miners.
No.
They get this chick a gold and glass casket.
Did they? I gotta watch this movie.
And they didn't bury her. They left her in the forest. I would have, put her in the wood casket and dug her up and whatever.
Yeah.
And when the prince comes, kisses her, she wakes up, gets on the horse, and she's done.
Yeah.
She gives them all a kiss on the forehead and stuff like that. You can see Dopey. If you watch it again, Dopey wants some tongue. And she smiles and pushes Dopey's head down and kisses him on the forehead and out. I'm saying she probably should have broke them dudes off.
Some dome?
A little bit.
Something.
A handy, just to show appreciation. Just to show appreciation. These dudes saved her from the force.
I love this.
And they killed the queen.
For her.
They saw the queen coming out the house. They chased her. I mean, they went and not the prince. The prince just showed up after the job was done.
What a guy.
What a guy. Snow White.
Dude.
Yeah.
All right, Snow White. And she's honorable mention. She's not even top 10 worst.
No. She just, she teaches little girls that basically they do not have to be grateful. Because of who they are in life or society, people are supposed to do nice things for you.
Entitlement.
Entitlement.
And princesses are inspiring entitlement. Okay, who's next on the list?
All right, number 3. It pains me to put her up there because she's a sister. But I gotta go with Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. I gotta roll with it, man. Because,
okay, man, what happened?
Well, starting off the story, man, she's really, really inspiring. She's a hard-working sister.
I love that.
Yeah,
and she can cook.
And she can cook.
Come on now.
She is wife material.
Oh yeah, buddy.
However, it comes a point in the story where she needs some dough. She needs dough real, real bad.
Yeah.
And so she goes against everything she believes in and kisses a frog, thinking that this man is going to be a prince.
Oh, so she thought when she kissed the frog, she thought he was going to be a prince.
She thought he was going to be a prince. She thought the prince, the frog told her, "Hey, give me a kiss, and I become a prince, and I got so much dough, you straight."
Yeah.
And you can see her gagging and going. I mean, she was repulsed by this frog.
Okay.
But she did it for the chance of riches. You know,
Yeah.
she did it for
She sold her spirit out.
Right.
For the chance and money.
Right. So this teaches, girls to like sleep with repulsive dudes if they think they can get ahead in life.
Ooh, Harvey Weinstein.
Exactly. So you see all those girls who deal with the Harvey Weinsteins of the world, they grew up watching The Princess and the Frog.
Wow, that was kind of deep.
Yeah, deep, man. Stay away from that movie, guys. Don't let your girls see that.
Or at least, because let them watch it, because these good movies are good.
They're good movies.
But coach them.
Be
there.
That's right.
Be there.
Don't just don't turn it on and go to the gym
like I do.
Yeah, no.
Like when I turn on, Lion King.
This movie is a teachable moment.
Yeah, you got to be there to supervise this.
Right.
Nice.
Pause. Push play.
Yes.
Push.
You pull the put the chalkboard up.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, hold on, babe. I know she just wants to watch the movie, but you got to coach her up. All right, fellas. All right, baby, here we go. You draw your X's and O's.
This is where Tiana went wrong.
This is where Tiana went right. Look at her cooking.
Yeah.
Look at that New Orleans cooking.
And she's starting a business. She's got vision. She's got a restaurant she wants to. She's working at 2 different restaurants. She had 2 jobs.
That's my kind of woman.
Right. Didn't need no dude.
Come on now.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. That's something you can aspire to be.
Yes.
And then, when it came down to it, she went against what she actually believed in.
Sold herself out. Now, wait a minute, though. You wanted Snow White to break these boys off with some dome.
Right.
Now, how is that different from Tiana kissing the frog?
The frog did nothing for her.
But if the frog did something for her, then she can hook the frog up?
Well, the thing about it is she was repulsed by the frog.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So Snow White had a relationship with these men.
Yeah.
She loved these men.
Yeah, these guys looked out when nobody else would.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They took care of her.
Yes.
They put a roof over her.
I got you, man. I like where you're headed.
Yeah.
Where's the next one? Tiana's number 3. Who's number 2?
Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, that's my favorite dog.
Yeah, I gotta go with Belle, man.
She's so beautiful.
So many things wrong with this one.
All right, help me out, dude.
All right, so it starts off, man. Belle's a smart chick.
She's a reader. I like those readers, man.
She's into books, man.
Yes.
She's well read, man. We like Belle.
Yeah.
Starts off, good role model.
Pretty too.
Yeah, she's pretty.
She's not sleazy pretty.
No.
She's a good girl pretty.
Right. But there's so many things wrong with this story. First of all, her pops gets into some trouble. He steals some stuff from the Beast.
Okay.
Gets locked up.
Yeah. So wait a minute. What did he steal from the Beast?
Some heat or something like that, like some flowers, whatever. He stole a rose.
Yeah, it was a rose. Okay.
But it wasn't his.
Okay.
He got punished. He got locked up.
Yeah.
So Belle goes to the Beast and like, yo, let my pops out. Your pops broke a rule. If your pops or your boyfriend messes up ladies, it's not your job to get him out. Not your job to get him out of trouble.
Wait a minute, Kamal. Are you saying what she's supposed to do?
Hey, man, send him a care package. Put some money on his books. Just because you fine, you can't go into the court. That's just unrealistic.
Oh, my gosh.
You can't go into the court with your best gear on, like talking to the DA all fly and showing them some cleavage to get out. That's not going to happen. False sense of reality.
Okay.
All right. Second of all, the Beast is literally a beast.
Yes.
complete with like a terrible temper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scary guy.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did she fall in love with him?
Mm.
Right? Because he saved her from some wolves? I call bullshit. She saw the beast's castle. Right? She saw his gear. He was dressed like Morris Day. She saw he had the fly gear on. You know what I'm saying?
Did you say Morris Day?
Yeah, she saw like the broom can sweep the. She was like, oh, I don't even have to clean up. If I move in here, the furniture would do everything for me.
You remember that first night she was in jail? She was intrigued at this dude's castle.
Yeah,
she was like, wow, this is nice.
The beast had some fly shit.
I'm gonna tell you something. I like the fact that she gave the ugly dude a shot. I like that about Belle. That's one of the things I like about her because I got her on my list of favorite princesses.
Oh, yeah.
She gave the ugly dude a shot.
She gave the ugly dude a shot because she saw how the ugly dude was living.
Yeah.
If the beast was living in the barn,
done. She would have been out of there.
She would have escaped.
Fellas, listen up. Here's what I love about being a man. It don't matter how ugly you are. If you can find a way to make your wallet look good, you look good.
Right.
Jay-Z should be he should be an inspiration to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not calling Jay-Z ugly. I'm saying he's not handsome like El DeBarge.
He's not the one people, oh my God, Jay-Z. He's not on a bunch of little girls, walls, like the right on thing.
No.
Yeah, the right
Fellas,
on pictures.
Jay-Z's super talented, so you can't necessarily be Jay-Z.
No.
But Jay-Z gives hope to the talented man that may not be pretty. Mm-hmm. You may not look good, but if you work hard, you can have the finest girl in the world who is Beyonce.
Yeah.
So, but what you're saying, just like Beyonce, Jay-Z got a shot because he was Jay-Z.
Right. And the Beast got a shot because the Beast had a ridiculous castle.
Yes. And he could fight.
He could fight and talking furniture. You know what I'm saying? But the dude was still a beast. And it doesn't, I'm sure she saw that Beast bulge in them tight pants he had on.
Maybe the Beast bulge did it.
She saw the Beast was packing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's your next on the list?
All right, man. The worst offender. Cinderella.
Oh my God.
Cinderella is the absolute worst role model for your little girls, fellas.
Come
the
on,
worst
God.
one.
Tell them why.
Well, first of all, the whole tale is a groupie's tale.
Yes, it is.
This promotes groupism. Or
yes,
whatever.
groupieism.
Groupieism.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And so the entire female population of this town is nothing but groupies.
Dude, if you think about it like this, first, no, I'm not going to step on your thing. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Well, my first beef with Cinderella is that her miserable life was because she had to do chores.
She had to wash dishes and wash the bathroom.
She had to mop the floor.
Yeah.
That was her miserable life.
And she needed somebody to take her away from doing what normal people do.
It's called mopping the floor.
Right. And that is a terrible thing to teach a little girl that she's above, normal household activities.
Absolutely.
So yes, I agree. That is one of the knocks against Cinderella, the story.
Not just that.
What?
Her solution.
Her solution
is not a book.
No,
it's not. She ain't reading books like Belle.
No. She doesn't have a business plan like Princess Tiana.
Yes.
No, I think she's illiterate because she's not in school.
What is her plan for freedom, Kamal?
Her plan is to go to this ball.
Yes.
And basically catch the eye of the prince. Get chosen.
Yeah. This ball. You know what this ball was?
What?
This ball was you get fresh, you look your best, and you go get a man that's going to make you not have to pay your bills anymore. This ball is the equivalent of NBA All-Star Weekend.
Exactly.
That's all it is. Yeah. It's teaching your daughter to go to NBA All-Star Weekend to find the man that's going to take her bills away.
Right.
Her problems away.
Yeah. Her plan is to get chosen. Yeah. So she goes to the ball with a bunch of knockoff clothes. The shit's all fake.
Well, yeah. Well, she also teaches the little girls.
What?
I'm gonna buy an outfit and take it back.
Right. Right.
She got fresh.
Everything she wore had to go. It was all a lie.
Oh yeah, it was all a lie.
It was all a lie.
She tricked him with that.
She tricked him. She basically had this fake version of her arrive at the ball and just got chosen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she got to live happily ever after because A, she was fly.
Yeah.
And B, she wore somebody else's gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was pushing somebody else's whip.
Yep.
You know, the chauffeur, all of that stuff was a lie.
Yeah. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it.
Yo, man, last week you were telling me about the little homie Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, he lost his balls, man. You never finished telling me the story. Yo, we got time?
Yeah. Check it out. So this week, we pick it up as I arrived at the party. And for those of you who don't remember what happened last week, here's a recap. Previously on the case of the missing balls, Hill had one hell of a party, and as he tried to make his way to the bathroom, everyone had something to say.
I was over there playing 2K.
2K? What's that? His yearly income?
Oh, Mr. Wimbley, you are so funny.
I know.
But when you get back from changing your pad, go make me a drink.
Hey, Phil.
Dick check.
Oh, that never gets old.
It hurts me to see you this way, son. You come from a long line of straight-laced players.
When Hill finally made his way to the restroom, things got as bad as they could possibly get for a man.
Oh, no. Somebody stole my balls!
Luckily, a party goer knew just who to call.
If you want to find your balls, there's only one man for the job. Carl Erby, male rights activist.
Now buckle up for episode 2 of the case of the missing balls. I arrived at the party at 11:30. I knew the neighborhood well, had a couple of chicks that lived around the corner. I knew I was breaking the rules. Never have more than one of your pieces in the same neighborhood. It's like shitting where you eat. It's extremely convenient, but sooner or later you're in a stinking situation. This is going to be harder than I thought. None of these people even care that a man has lost his balls. They're still conversing and having a good time. I have to admit, there's some bad bitches at this party. I'd rather be working than working, so to speak. Like a man with a microscopic penis trying to take a piss, I was going to have to focus. Can I have everyone's attention? That's courteous for shut the fuck up.
Nigga, who are you?
I'm Kyle Erby, male rights activist. I was called because a heinous crime was committed. A man's balls were stolen right from under his rod. The good thing is, I only do 2 things well, and one of them is laying pipe. Not right now. I'm working. The other thing is returning balls to their rightful owner. Now I'm going to do that. Then I have a random lady to dig out.
Thank you.
On the next episode of the case of the missing balls, I interrogate Phil and turn the pressure up.
He don't deserve a girl fine as Teresa. She should be mine. I told her that we'd be a power couple. All she had to do was shake that weak-ass heel.
Whoa. Did Phil take Hill's balls? Tune in next week on the case of the missing balls, episode 3 on the MRA podcast with Kyle and Kamal. Wow, dude.
Dude, people kind of hostile, man.
Oh, I know, huh?
I know, man. Jeez.
It's so rude.
I know, man. I mean, geez, you're there to find a man's balls. You would think they would give you a little bit more respect, but I'm sure you earned it, respect.
Yeah, eventually.
Okay.
But I don't, they was rude. They was rude, but I had to put it down.
Okay, well, I'm interested to see how you talk to Phil.
Phil?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Phil's a buster, dude.
Okay, I want to hear what...
Oh, wait till you hear it.
Okay.
I had to break him down, but I don't want to get too much into it because people
Next week?
Next week, gotta
All
listen
right,
to it.
man. Okay, cool.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Hey, man, this Gloria Govan story got me so upset. Women go to the kids. That is their number one weapon.
Yeah.
They want to hit you. They hit you with your kids and your money.
It's pretty effective.
Yeah, oh yeah. And Gloria Govan, finally, there's a celebration in MRA land because she tried to hit it with the oldest trick in the book and got her face cracked. I'm going to read the article from the Ballers Report. It said Matt Barnes was scheduled to pick up their twin boys from school And because, he had custody of the children for Labor Day weekend. That's the weekend that just passed. And according to TMZ and the child custody agreement, well, all right, so 5 minutes before the boys were dismissed from school, Gloria showed up to pick the boys up, put them in her car. 5 minutes before. She knows good and damn well.
So it wasn't a mistake.
Now, nigga, why you pick up your kids 5 minutes early? Why did you pick up your
Nobody
kids?
picks up the kids
5 minutes early, really?
No.
Well, I had to go. We had a lot of traffic. Stop it.
This was intentional.
Come on, dog. You showed up
Okay.
5 minutes early? All right, so it says, according to the article, it says, however, things took a turn for the worse when Matt Barnes showed up and told Gloria Govan that it was his weekend with the kids. I know he was like, what are you doing here?
Right.
According to the reports, Barnes told the boys to get in his car, to which they complied. They listened to daddy. Good job, little man. That's when Govan flew into a rage. I could just imagine how mad she was.
Because it wasn't supposed to go down like that.
No.
Those boys were supposed to listen to her.
Yes.
Right.
Her plan was to show up, get the boys early. Matt was supposed to get there and hear the boys was gone.
Right.
And just be sick.
Yeah.
And then they were supposed to show up. He was going to show up to her house, and this is this is hearsay. Matt, leave. I'm calling the police.
So Matt was supposed to show up to
Yep.
the house, act a fool,
Yeah,
and probably get arrested
yeah.
because his kids are inside, and he's probably not going to handle that situation.
He's gonna be hot,
Right.
like fish grease.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep going. So Barnes told the boys to get in his car, which they complied. That's when Gloria Govan flew into rage, trying to follow Matt's car and screaming and cursing. What are you screaming and cursing about?
Oh, man.
Did you not know that this was his weekend? Why are you screaming and cursing? Govan then tried to block Matt's car while the children were inside, and that's when a bystander called the police. Thank you, Jesus. Somebody called the police.
On this crazy woman.
Yeah, I love it.
Right.
Gloria was arrested for violating the court order, as well as child endangerment. She had to be bailed out with $100,000.
See, yeah, that it wasn't supposed to go that way. That was that's a plan that backfired. That's like one of those Wile E. Coyote plans. Like she visions the whole thing, and she's like smiling and giggling. Oh my God, I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna get him. Because for years, whenever it comes to situations with the kids, the woman always, like when I told you, me and my ex, we have issues with the kids. I'm browbeaten.
Right.
Because I just assume I'm wasting my time. Now I hear that you could make a lot more of a stink because you have rights.
Right.
But I just, in my mind, I'm just like, I'm not even. I've seen it for too long.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes it can be an uphill battle, but every now and again, man, you'll get a judge who's like just straight down the middle and wants what's fair.
Yeah.
And most dudes just expect to go in there, just at a disadvantage.
Absolutely.
They don't even try.
Which is why we have the MRA podcast. We're here just pulling for the dudes because the dudes ain't getting pulled for.
No.
If Matt Barnes shows up and acts a fool, he's going to jail.
I had a homeboy, man. I was at his house one time, and he got into an argument with this girl, and I'm there. Mm-hmm. I'm there the entire time. He gets into an argument with this girl.
Yeah.
She calls the police, and the police come. She made up some nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there the whole time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm a witness.
Mm-hmm.
My boy is like trying to explain to the police, and they ask him, is there somewhere he can go for the night? This is his house.
Hilarious.
A witness who said nothing happened.
Yeah.
They were arguing.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop is like, hey, listen, you got two choices. You can go somewhere or we can take you in.
Wow.
You're not staying here
Here's
in
my-
your own house.
In your own house. Here's my question for Derek Fisher. Because Derek Fisher is ex-teammate of Matt Barnes.
Right.
Flag on the play, sorry. Ex-teammate of Matt Barnes, who's now engaged to Gloria Govan. Does it make you nervous that that's what you're dealing with? Because I'm going to tell you right now, fellas. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. Please pay attention to how your girl treats her ex.
Right.
Because you're her next ex.
Right.
However she treated him, she's going to treat you.
She's not going to change for you.
No. I've been there before. I was with this girl right before, and she told me, my ex, he only hit it a few times. We were together for years. He only hit it only a few times, and I was like, oh, that means I'm getting a deal. I got, you know what I'm saying? This is like unused.
Yeah.
I'm getting a car with 10 miles
So
on
she
it.
was telling you, I don't get down like that.
That's what she was telling me. I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it. You heard this guy's a sucker.
Yeah, this dude didn't hit it that many times in several years. Oh, it's only credit.
Right.
No, dog. You're going to have the same complaint. Do not hate on her ex. You need to take her ex out to coffee.
Right. He needs to be your best friend.
You better find out what you're dealing with, bruh.
Yeah.
You're not special, homie.
Yeah, you need to get his number.
Yes.
And he'd be on the group chat.
Y'all need to.
Yeah.
Because he can tell you how to fix it.
Like, hey,
bruh,
what happens
what
when
should I do?
Yeah.
What should I do, bruh? Hey, she tripping. She going off. Hey, man, I'm going to talk you through this.
Yeah. How do you even call somebody? Like, what do you say to a dude, you were with his ex?
It's funny you say that, man, because something similar actually happened to me.
Word?
Yeah, man. I have the audio. Check it out.
All right, cool.
Hello?
Kyle Erby?
Yeah, man. Who's this?
This is Gary. You don't know me. Gary Stevenson.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. Nigga, I'm crying. I messed up, man. Bad. My girl is so mad, I swear. I'm about to do something crazy. I was listening to a popular morning show host, and the dude said, like, when you mess up, you send flowers.
Flowers? No. Hey. If you kiss her ass now, man, you're going to have to keep kissing her ass, man. I'm telling you. She's going to run your ass to the end of the relationship. It will murder your spirit. Trust me, dude, you'll be as good as dead. Now, listen. Do you send flowers when things are good?
No.
Then don't send them now.
But she's really bad, dude. She said a real man would never do what I did.
Oh, real man. My ex used to say that kind of shit to me all the time.
I know. That's why I went. I got your number from her phone.
What? You with Tanisha?
Yeah, man. I didn't know why you let her go.
How long y'all been together?
3 years.
You'll know soon.
I hope not.
Yeah, you will. Hey, but wait a minute. We broke up 3 years ago.
Yeah, bro. Sorry. So you gonna help me or what?
Hey, wait a minute. Do you work with her in the finance department?
Yeah.
Man, I remember you. You was one of the reasons why I let her go. She used to call you G. I ain't got nothing for you, bro. Man, kick rocks. Man, get off my phone, bro.
Fine. You leave me no choice. I'm booking the trip to Cabo. I'm on TripAdvisor right now.
No, hey, Gary, hey. I can't let you do that.
There's no other way.
Yes, there is. Tell me, Gary, man, what did you do?
I bought my ex a computer.
Ooh, that's not good. Tanisha don't like you having contact with your ex, let alone helping her. Why'd you do that?
We have a kid together, man. They needed one for their house.
What kind of computer?
MacBook Pro.
Ooh, Tanisha always wanted one of those. How'd she find out?
She found the receipt in my pocket before she did the laundry.
Wait, she does your laundry?
Yeah, man. She didn't with you?
Nah, nigga.
Sorry.
Look, bro, man, you had two choices. You could have told her what you were going to do or hide it. You chose to hide it, and you got caught. She hates being lied to. Trust me. I know.
But it's my money.
That's hilarious. I mean, I get it. You work for it, so you should be able to do what you want to do with your money, but that's not how it works, dog. Tanisha thinks that it's both of your money, even when you earn it. She wants you to tell her everything you do with it because in her mind, basically, she thinks you bought that bitch a computer with her money.
Oh, I'm screwed. She's never gonna give me anal again.
She gives you anal?
Yeah, bro. And she loves it too.
Oh, man, you're making it real hard for me to help you, Gary.
I'm sorry, man. But I need you. You better tell me something, or you have a dead spirit on your hands, man. I'm telling you, I ain't playing. I'm gonna put send on this reservation, and I got 1-800-Flowers on the other line, dude.
Hey, I'll help you. Back away. Back away from the other line.
Do something,
all
man.
right, okay. She's big on that real man shit, all right? She likes when people own their mistakes, and she loves an apology. Have you apologized yet?
No.
Well, see, an apology goes a long way with her. So admit you messed up, apologize for keeping it from her, and either don't do it again or don't get caught.
Okay.
Hey, she also likes real men who stand up for themselves. So let her know, man. Let her know you'll be helping that family in the future because that's your fam bam. Be firm.
Thank you.
Hey, one more thing. Next time you buy your ex something, get one for Tanisha too. Hey, cost of doing business.
You know what, man? You're right, man. You're the perfect guy to help me because you know her so well, man. Hey, look, man. Can I call you next time I mess up? I bet you can help me out a lot. Matter of fact, you want to catch a game next week?
Get a dick, nigga.
Speaking of dicks, she said mine was bigger.
What?
Yeah, and she calls me daddy.
Yeah, well, I fucked last week. Raw. So she might be calling me daddy in 9 months, nigga.
What? You mother...
Hey, what's up? This is Kyle Erby. The MRA hats are here. People keep asking me, hey man, where can I get one of those hats? Man, I like that hat. They see me wearing it around town or at shows. I'm actually wearing one in the cover art for the podcast. Well, now you can finally get one for yourself, your son, your dad, your brother, your mom, your daughter, your homie, your ex-boyfriend, your grandma, whomever has that MRA flavor. Get them one. Get two. One for yourself, one for them. It makes a perfect Christmas gift, a holiday gift, a birthday gift. Just go to www.themrapodcast.com, click shop, and buy a few. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our hated man of the week. This week's hated man of the week is Louis CK.
Louis
CK is, one of the best comedians in our generation, but he got Me Too'd. Many women came out and said that he was being creepy. He was masturbating in front of them and harassing them, and so he got Me Too'd.
Yeah.
And it was about 9 months ago he got Me Too'd, and then he came back last week and did a set at the Comedy Cellar in New York City. He gets a standing ovation when he comes out. He does his set. He does his normal topics. I think he might even joked about rape on there. Yeah. And then 2 days later, the firestorm started. Yep. And that's where we are now. And so, being the MRA podcast, I'm going to be honest with you. There's certain cases I just don't want to talk about. Mm-hmm. I want to sweep it on the rug. Yeah. But that's what we are. Mm-hmm. We are the male point of view. We have to speak when this kind of stuff happens. I don't want to. Right. Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want any controversy. I really don't. I don't. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, it's easier to talk about the Matt Barnes thing. Yeah. But when we talk about Louis C.K., we have to talk about Louis C.K. Right. Because, and there were certain episodes on the TV version where I was like, I don't want to talk about that. And you were like, you got to. Yeah. Ray Rice, Bill Cosby. Like, I didn't want to talk about these things because, my natural thing is like, nah, man, I don't want to offend people. But it's like sometimes you do need to speak up, especially if you call yourself a male rights activist. You got to give the man's side of the story. But it's hard when it's Louis C.K. So I'm going to give my context. I said something on stage last week that offended people because I was like, I did not understand what the big idea was. And I can already hear women getting like, what? Because all I read was he asked women permission. He masturbated in front of them. Right. And they felt uncomfortable. Right. So my take was he asked you, but I didn't realize. So I had to ask. I asked my friend Courtney Black. I asked different female comedians. Help me to see, because during the set afterwards, I was, people were like, "Hey, man, next time you should know what you're talking about before you make a joke." That's what somebody said. So I know. So I was like, well, let me not get upset. Let me listen.
Audience member?
Another comic.
Okay.
So I was like, let me listen. Let me do some more research. So I did, and I asked comics, and I asked female comics, because, here comes the racist dude. The racist dude that said he has a black friend? Yeah. All right, so I'm the guy that's like, I've got a lot of female comic friends.
Female comic friends.
Yeah, and so what I do, I called them. And I'm like, help me to understand why people are mad at Louis C.K. And they were like, okay, yeah, dude's a creep. And I was like, well, explain it to me. And they were like, okay, well, at a certain comedy club, he would walk up, he would corner women and masturbate in front of them. And I'm like, yeah, that's not cool. And so what I had to start to realize is I need a new rule, because I'm famous for defending the wrong dude. Right. I go, because some of my favorite artists, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, they have tainted lives. Yeah. And so I said, okay, new rule, like your boy Bill Maher. New rule. If I wouldn't do it, don't defend it. I believe Urban Meyer didn't do anything wrong, so I could defend it. But Louis C.K., I wouldn't have done what he did. No. I would not have jacked off in public in front of no chick.
Like, Louis is probably top 5, my favorite stand-up comedians of all time. Okay. I enjoy all of his specials. I like when he's on, like, one of the talk shows. I really enjoy his point of view about parenting and just life in general. Yes. Right? And so I'm disappointed when he puts himself in the position where he's got to go away. And I don't, on some selfish reasons, I don't get to hear that comedy gold anymore because I'm a huge fan of Louis C.K., right? Okay. So having said that, I'm not going to defend the guy.
Good.
I think the guy, like you said, is really, really creepy. I think, first of all, jacking off in itself is something that, you know, he needs to like be ashamed of, like the rest of us, going somewhere in a dark corner, in a basement.
Yeah.
Like, to share that with, to think people would want to see that. And I know he's not doing it for them. He's doing it for himself.
Yeah. It's like taking a shit.
It's almost like yeah, also, yeah, right.
You don't talk about it.
You don't talk about it, you just go and do it.
You handle it.
Yeah, you don't say, hey, can I
take this shit in front of you?
I'm going to open the door so you
Yeah.
can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's like,
Well,
really.
can I take a shit on this carpet
Yeah.
right here? Do you mind if I...
Do you
And the
mind?
person's like, what?
For the longest, honestly, I thought that like the ladies who would say yes because they felt obligated, they had to say that he was like the boss, or they didn't want like him to like ruin their careers. I thought that was like weak.
I never liked that either.
I thought it was a cop out. As a guy,
Mm-hmm.
what I do know is there are powerful men, powerful males out there. We grew up on the playground. They were powerful bullies.
Yes.
People, guys that can do whatever they wanted, and we just had to allow it.
Yes.
We didn't go tell the teacher. We didn't go tell the yard monitor, but they got to do whatever.
Yes.
You know, guys cut in front of you in kickball. What, you go tell? Nah. He just, you know, Tramiel got in front of me.
Tramiel, hilarious.
Tramel's kicking necks, I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we grew up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of ours were physical, but we grew up with just like the guys who were so powerful that they could do whatever they want.
Yes. So how does this work for women?
I'm saying, like, that's why I'm understanding where they're coming from.
Okay. From getting punked when you were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand, like, these guys are so powerful, they believe that if they say no or if they try to retaliate, you know, it'll mess up their careers or their lives or something like that.
Yes.
You know?
And you remember being scared of Tramiel.
Yeah.
And so women have a similar thing of when they, for whatever reason, they didn't feel empowered to say how what they wanted to say.
Right. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't that I was just scared of Tramiel. It was that it's okay. I'm allowing this man to cut. As a matter of fact, I befriended Tramiel. Tramiel was one of my biggest homies.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to go in front of me, it was all good.
Yes, but he was taking advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he was the biggest guy, the strongest guy, the fastest guy. He could pretty much do whatever he wanted to do.
That's a great analogy because I remember getting punked. I remember getting put in the garbage can. I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember getting punked and just being like, yeah, well, that's just what it is.
That's the way it is.
And so there needs to be something because honestly, if you can't stop them, if you can't stop a bully, then they get to go on forever. Because my question is, what do we do about Louis? Does he go to jail? I hate it when we as social justice warriors decide we're going to hand out the punishment in the law. We need to figure out how to put him in jail if he's breaking the law. And if he's not breaking the law, my question is, how long does he not have to work? We need a day.
Yeah.
Can y'all agree?
He needs a sentence.
He needs to be sentenced.
Yeah.
And if we can't wait for the popo to do it,
Right.
so since we decide we're going to do vigilante justice, is he a lifetime ban?
Well, I think Louis' thing was he came back too soon, right? Obviously,
Yes.
he came back too soon.
The audience did not approve of him coming back too soon.
Well, no, the audience there did.
The audience there did. I'm talking about the audience. You're right. I used the wrong word. The social justice warriors did not approve.
No.
They were mad.
They were pissed off. I think it was like 2 or 3 people in the audience that complained later on.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you said he got a standing ovation.
It would have been nice if they complained that night.
Right. And so I would say Louis' problem was he came back before Harvey Weinstein was punished, before
Nice.
Bill Cosby was punished.
Nice.
He came back. Now, once those guys who were pretty much the poster child, the poster children of all this, the Me Too movement, once Weinstein, once Cosby are taken care of, then the Louis can come back. You know, maybe the Matt Lauers, the guys who didn't.
Wait. But Matt Lauer, though. See, Matt Lauer, my beef with Matt Lauer is the locking of the door.
No, I'm talking about like the stuff that can't be.
Oh, they can't go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, just basically the creepy guy.
But Matt Lauer's done.
He's done?
His career is over.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, he said that he'll be back on the air soon enough or something like that. He
Wow.
knows something we don't know. Or I don't know. Maybe he's delusional. Maybe he grew up watching Disney cartoons or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think Louis just he thought it was all good. He thought the heat died down.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
know?
has not.
It has not.
It has not.
You know, you ever piss a girl off and you call her back after a couple of weeks
Oh,
and she's
nah.
still mad. You thinking,
Nah.
man, it's been a couple of weeks.
I've been there.
Yeah,
You think it's cool? Like, she ain't tripping no
She
more.
ain't
Whoops.
tripping no
And
more.
you call her, she's like, what? You're like,
Oh man, what the hell?
She's still mad, huh?
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Louis came back a little too early. He thought, ain't nobody talking about him. He checked the social media. He doesn't see his name coming up.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I think they're ready.
Yeah. And I got heat.
Yeah.
I have some heat for him.
Yeah.
I'm ready to move on. I think that if he was going to come back so soon, he probably should have addressed it.
What do you mean by address it? Because I know he allegedly, I've heard, it's reported that he contacted one of the victims and apologized via Facebook. One thing I like about what Louis did is he owned it.
Yeah, he did. Well, he denied it for years.
So
He was saying they were rumors.
that's the beef I have with him.
Yeah, he was saying they were rumors. Like, I don't want to get, these are rumors. And then he finally said it's all true. And like, I read some of these reports, like he told to the girls, he told them that he had issues.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have issues.
Yeah.
And so, man, I think just, I hope Louis gets his stuff together, man. But that's a weird fetish.
It is a
that
weird fetish.
If you like jacking off in front of people to their dismay, because I don't know if they're like enjoying it.
Well, one of the girls had reported that they were giggling the whole time, but they were uncomfortable.
Well, they didn't know he was actually serious. That was a
Yeah,
comedy
that's
bit.
the problem I have with it. It's like he asked, and you guys,
But you didn't take him seriously.
yeah, but you said yeah, and then later on, you finally left or whatever. I don't like that it said that he got in front of the way of the door. Because that's weird. I don't like the fact that if he got in the way of the door. I don't like the fact that he has years and years, like Roseanne Barr called him out years ago. The Gawker did a report. I don't like that there's years of which feels like terrorism and torment.
Right.
If he did it a couple of times and he didn't get it, he won't do it anymore. But he's got a serious problem.
Right.
And a case could be made for his lifetime ban. And if it is, then it is. I don't know when he gets to come back.
Well, he's got a wealth of comedy gold, as long as people don't get mad that I enjoy his comedy, his old stuff.
Yeah.
Don't try to take it off the air like they did with the Cosby Show.
Yeah, I hate when
it's
they do
like you can no longer enjoy
I'm watching
a comedy
Seinfeld.
show from 1985.
Yeah, I'm watching. I don't like the dude Kramer from Seinfeld. I'm watching the show.
Yeah.
I don't like Kramer. He was on Curb. I'm watching Curb.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about it. Just because people do something I don't like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna keep me from enjoying their work.
What if they directly affect your family
Oh well, I mean, I guess I'll cross that bridge.
when you come to it?
Yeah, I don't know if I can just. I mean, maybe if they do something that affects my family, I can probably hate them so much that I don't want to see them.
True. But I don't take away my option. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care if the dude that said nappy head hose works. I don't care because I'm not watching that.
I'd never watched them.
I never watched
Don
Don
Imus,
Imus.
yeah.
I don't have a problem.
Didn't
with you,
even know
dog.
who he was.
That's my thing. It's
Yeah.
like I don't care if he works. I'm not the guy that wants to make sure Don Imus isn't working because he
No.
says something offensive to my
Yeah,
people.
or what's her name? Paula Deen.
I don't care.
Never watched it. Never bought a cookbook. Never
No,
bought. Yeah,
I don't care,
Yeah.
Paula Deen. Okay, you're racist. Good to know.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
Not my problem.
And I don't mind if you work.
Yeah,
Just work over there.
yeah.
And I don't mind if Michael Richards does a comedy show. I'm not gonna. I guess I am gonna look at the comedy club a certain kind of way. That why you letting this dude work there, but at the same time, I get it, and I'm not gonna boycott the comedy club that lets him
Right.
work. I get it. It would be nice, I guess, but I have a certain amount of compassion for people. It's like, look, man, if you're in jail, you can't work. If you're out of jail, you should be able to work. I'm excited to say that people are enjoying the show. They tell us that, and it feels really good because, hey, Kamal and I work really hard on it. And the number one question people keep asking me is, how can I help? How can I join the movement? Well, you can share this episode with someone who you think might like it. That's number one. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, YouTube, the MRApodcast.com, or wherever you enjoy us. Leave a positive comment because that helps our placement. 5 stars feels amazing. That helps too. And if you still want to do more to help the show grow, donate to the cause at our Patreon account. Just go to www.patreon.com/the MRA Podcast. That's spelled PATREON.com. And make a donation of $20, $1, $100, whatever you want to give. Every little bit helps or not. No pressure. This ain't no telethon. I'm saying we're going to do this show whether you donate or not. So please don't trip. Don't feel no pressure. But if you're led to donate, hey, go to our Patreon. All right? Okay, back to the show. All right, guys, it's time for the Dear Erby letter. Here we go. Dear Erby. Hey, guys, I'm enjoying the show so far, so good. Good company on my long rides to and from work. Good. Glad you like it. So I've got a situation I am wondering if you can help me with. I've got this girl I've been on and off with for about 8 months. I really shouldn't care about her. She's no good for me. Doesn't really meet my needs. Super selfish, and the sex is okay. That doesn't sound appealing at all, come out. No. But for some reason, I can't shake her. It has not even been that long, but I can't seem to get her off my mind. When she's away, I feel sort of sick. I know it sounds funny. It absolutely does. I hate to write it, but to be honest, it feels like a drug. What should I do? I have this other woman who I feel like I should be with. She treats me better, and I can tell she loves me, but I don't seem to care for her like I am into this other girl. I need your help, guys. What should I do? Strung out on the wrong woman, Long Island, New York. What you got for Strung Out? Come out, Jabbar.
Well, I have questions.
Okay.
I have questions. The only thing, first of all, I don't understand this.
Okay.
The only thing that would make sense to me, like he said, she's no good for him.
Mm-hmm.
She's selfish.
Yeah.
And the sex is just okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So either two things. Either she is fine as all get out, and he thinks he hit a home run that has a total dime piece.
Nice.
Right? So all of her flaws, they don't really work, but geez, when she's away, I got that dime. I don't want the dime to get away.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Or she's not exclusive with him, and she's got other partners. Mm-hmm. And so when she's away, he thinks in his mind somebody else is getting it in.
Yeah.
And that, me personally, I told you, I don't like my girl sharing swipes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I totally understand. But if she's exclusive and he's not worried about that, and she's not the baddest chick ever, yeah, man. If she's no good for you,
why you?
I don't see you. And I understand you can't help who you fall in love with, right? You can't help. He says it's a drug. He can't help it. He knows these things.
Yeah.
He knows it. I would say, man, you gotta quit it cold turkey like any drug. Don't try to like wean yourself out, because the weaning never works.
Never.
Don't see her every 2-3 weeks. You have to quit it cold turkey, and it's gonna be hard to get her out your system, dude.
Come out. Do you use drugs?
No.
Do you drink alcohol?
No.
So your statement makes sense. But my take is, you got to know it's a drug. All right? You better know what she is. Know what this girl is. Fellas, we've all been in love, infatuated, ladies too, with somebody you know that ain't no good for you. Mm-hmm. And if you could mentally pick your, like I hate when people say, like, because I never end up with my quote unquote type. I did one time, I mentioned in an early episode, and that didn't work. It lasted a month. I don't pick my girlfriend from headshots. I don't just say, ooh, she looks good, I'm going to be with her.
Right.
I end up with somebody because of chemistry and the way they treat me. I don't end up with somebody because she's 5'7" with ass, a volleyball player look, 5'9".
I would.
That's hilarious. I don't do that's just me. Yeah. And so I understand what he's saying of like, dang, man, I'm stuck with somebody that I don't even want to be with. I'm addicted to this person for some reason. I know what he's talking about. And I say, for the ladies and the men, you got to know it's a drug, dog. Because that feeling of love is just like drugs. Dopamine is released when you're in love with somebody. And that same dopamine is in drugs. So you can be addicted to a person. Whether you know they're good for you or not, you can be addicted to this person. He is addicted to this person. So what does he do? That's tough for me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, on one hand, you could try to cold turkey, which is the best. I like that you said that, but that's very hard for people to quit. And you don't know anything about that because you're not.
Well, I never had to go through that.
You don't have any vices.
No.
Very smart man. I would tell you, dog, know what it is. Know what it is. If you got to make a decision to drink sometimes, know you're drinking alcohol, knowing it's not good for you. Just know it. Don't lie to yourself. With like the people that lie to themselves and tell them that one drink of red wine is good for their heart. Stop lying to yourself. It is. I've read research. Shut up. Shut up. You are taking drugs. You are smoking weed. You're using heroin. Understand Smoke that weed and enjoy it, but know it's weed and it's killing your brain cells, like Joe Clark said. Enjoy
crack,
it.
actually.
Oh, well, crack, whatever it was. It's killing your brain cells, son. You're killing your brain cells. I say, dog, you're stuck on this woman. You know she ain't the best thing for you. I do say try to wean yourself off of it. Just know it's drugs. Know it's drugs. There's nothing you could do about it when you're in love with the wrong person. I guess you can leave, but now you're miserable.
Can I say something,
Please
man?
do.
Like, I had two options, right? If
Yeah.
she was like total dime piece, or he was worried about other guys getting with her.
Yeah.
I have a third possibility.
Okay.
Maybe she came to him at a bad time in his life.
Ah. Yeah.
You know, and so
That happened to a buddy of mine. His mom passed away.
yeah,
And,
or just
he
after a
latched on.
breakup. Yeah, after a breakup, and she was everything that he thought he wanted in a woman because she might have been different.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She was new. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
it wasn't like the ex.
She wasn't like the ex.
That's
like,
happened to
you
me.
know, I used to drive a minivan. Now I drive this Ferrari because
Yeah.
it's not the minivan, but
Ferrari's
this
got a
thing-
new set of problems.
new set of problems that I am not used to. I didn't anticipate. B, as a matter of fact, I don't want them. C, you know, I wish I can go back to my old minivan.
Yes.
You know,
I've been there.
right?
Man, I miss my minivan. You be like, man, I thought my life sucked then.
Yeah,
But that's perspective, though.
right.
That's all about perspective. You got to do the work in your mind to realize that you'll always be where you are. So you have to learn how to appreciate where you are,
Right.
because you can never be anywhere else but where you are. You got to learn how to appreciate where you are. So I guess in closing, for Strung Out for a Wrong Woman, we have conflicting things for you. I would say, man, treat it like a drug, man. Don't lie to yourself. One day at a time, bro. I'm really sorry. I wish I had more for him, man.
Yeah, I would need a little bit more information, man.
Yeah.
So maybe, Strung Out, maybe you can write us another letter. Just give us a little bit more context so we can really help you out, man. Because honestly, I actually really want to know more. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to give you the wrong advice, dude.
Cool. Hey, if you have a relationship question for Kamal or myself, hit us up at Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. That is Dear Erby at themrapodcast.com. Make sure you give us all the details so we can really, really explain it to you, but not too long. You know, we don't need 5 paragraphs. And please don't worry, we would never, ever say your real name. So make sure you leave, some fake name and where you are listening to us to, let us know where you're from. But, leave some kind of fake name and we won't put you on blast. Yeah, hit us up. We'll help you out. Hey, what's up, everybody? My first comedy album is about to drop. It's called Be a Man at All Times. It's hilarious. I recorded it at the Houston Improv. You're going to love it. Look for that coming soon on iTunes. Where can they find you, Kamal?
On Twitter, at Angry Kamal. That's
That's
about it. Yeah, but you know what, man, I got other social media platforms, but I really don't.
Yeah, prefer them to hit you on Twitter. That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
that's all.
You can get me at Kyle Erby, KYLEERBY. Our social media is the MRA Podcast. That's also the name of our website. The hats are up. You want an MRA hat that you see us wearing, grab yourself a hat, go to themrapodcast.com. We have a Patreon. You guys want to donate to the show, help us offset some of these costs? Please hit us up at our Patreon. It's the MRA Podcast. Ladies, I love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
Let me hop on this piano right quick, man. You hating, but I'm getting better.
MRA.